to tell that story. But if I just go zoom out and look at this consumer space that's going crazy with video, it feels like everybody is a videographer these days. You've got TikTok and YouTube and platforms and stuff on your phone, and you talk about the Ronin. That's affordable. That's within the range of I've got a gimbal from DJI. It's good enough. The Pocket Osmo Mini or whatever. It's good. So things like that are affordable for regular people to create stuff. What do you think about that? What do you think about this whole movement where everyone is creating video now?
Yeah, I think it's cool. It definitely has democratized gear, stuff that you can only dream about doing. Now you can do for under $5,000. You could have a whole setup for under $5,000 and do the same thing somebody did even just 10, 15 years ago that would have costed $50,000 to $100,000.
Like what?
So, for example, there's a company called Tilta, and they make a wireless follow focus system called the Nucleus, and it consists of a motor that goes on the rods that fit onto the teeth of the lens, and then a certain either a wheel to control the focus or a handheld grip with a couple little wheels on it. The Nucleus M system goes for $1,200. Now the high-end competition, and I'm not saying that the Tilt is better than the high-end competition, but there's a company called Preston that makes a lot of the high-end follow focus stuff. And a Preston setup is going to cost you $30,000. Maybe the Preston stuff is going to last you a lot longer. It's probably going to have stronger motors, overall better build quality, but not really. I am thoroughly impressed with Tilta's little $1,200 follow focus setup. And it's $1,200 isn't that far out of reach for a lot of people. $30,000, now we're talking out of reach.
So when you look at like YouTube or TikTok, are you like, hey, this is cool, it's gimmicky, and people are just having fun? Or are you seeing or spotting real talent or potential? Are things popping out at you where you're going, wow, that's someone, if they just put some time into this, they have real potential to make something very cool and big and profitable?
Yeah, I see some really cool stuff, but I also think you got to sift through a lot of garbage. And a lot of people can buy this stuff and make it look good, but for whatever reason, maybe they just don't have the talent for editing it, or their subject matter's boring. But there's definitely people out there that make really cool stuff. I can't remember the name of the channel, but I was watching a comparison of some old Canon still lenses called FD mounts. And FD mounts are the same as an old Canon cinema lens called K35s that shot Alien. So what this channel did is they superimposed themselves into scenes from Alien, and through whatever post techniques they used, they made it look really good. They made it look like they were an alien. Like the host is like sitting there in scene, and they've set up their dialogue to match dialogue from the movie itself while staying relevant to the lens test they were doing for this video. If you Google or if you type in ultimate FD lens test into YouTube, that will probably be the first hit though. Because of YouTube's algorithm, you're going to see the most popular ones. And then whenever I'm reviewing gear, if I want to decide if I want to buy something, all those people who do those gear reviews have really slick looking videos, but not all of them are great. Like sometimes they go overboard with something. They over explain, stuff like that. So I think when it comes to those kinds of videos, there's a lot out there that you got to sift through to find what's really good, and most of it probably really isn't that good.